From wanting to get rid of Black History Month altogether to bearing it all in an accidental Snapchat post, here are controversial Draymond Green moments. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that the basketball superstar has had his fair share of drama both on and off the court. But these specific moments take scandalous to a whole other level, even by his own standards. For starters, the star basketball player had some pretty controversial opinions on Black History Month. In a press conference that happened this March, Green questioned why we're still limiting ourselves to just 28 days to celebrate Black history. It's even the shortest month of the entire year. He even suggested completely ditching the idea of Black History Month altogether. Green went on to explain they didn't need a specific month to teach Black history. They could just teach it throughout the year. To make his take even worse, Draymond went on to explain that he was wearing a Black History Month shirt only because he didn't have any other shirt to wear. Yikes. Talk about throwing some serious shade. And of course, Twitter users had a lot to say. While some thought that his take was ignorant and even disrespectful, others actually found themselves agreeing with the star basketball player. Regardless of which group you fall in, you've got to admit, that's a pretty gutsy thing to say. But that's kind of Green's thing, right? He's very passionate and vocal. Even on the court, Green can make things get very intense super quickly. Intense to the point things get out of hand and someone gets hurt. Like seriously, how can we forget the time he kicked his opponents during a game? While that's actually happened more than you'd imagine, the specific incident that I'm talking about took place in 2016. For those who aren't aware, let me break down what happened. During Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, Green delivered a solid kick to the groin area of Oklahoma City Thunder center Steven Adams. Ouch! The cameras were able to catch Adams' face twist in pure agony as he doubled over. Seriously though, that's gotta hurt. The league responded by upgrading Green's foul from a flagrant foul 1 to a flagrant foul 2. They also slapped him with a $25,000 fine. But here's the kicker. They decided not to suspend him. It's important to remember that this incident is just one in a string of flailing limb mishaps by Green. Like seriously, this has happened so often that people have even started joking that Green only has control of 3 limbs at any given time. But Green doesn't only get rough with his opponents. A lot of times he ends up clashing with fans of the sport too. Near the end of 2022, Green came under fire for using obscene language toward a fan during a game. You heard that right. When Green gets angry, he spares no one. It all went down during his team's game against the Dallas Mavericks. With 11 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, Green started yelling at a fan and even went as far as telling them to shut up. Yikes. Someone really woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day. What really caused him to do this, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Apparently, it was the fans' trash talking that had caused the sudden outburst from Draymond Green. And of course, some savvy fans had caught the whole thing on video. Yet again, his temper had gotten the best of him. And once again, it ended up costing him some serious cash. The NBA eventually announced that the Golden State Warriors forward has been hit with a $25,000 fine. If you've been keeping up, you've probably noticed the huge number of fines Green has racked up so far. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, the numbers I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. In total, he has had to say goodbye to $1.3 million in fines and lost salary for all his technical fouls, flagrant fouls, ejections, and suspensions. That's right, $1.3 million. Clearly, his antics have cost him a lot. But despite this, Green simply can't let go of his old ways. At times, it gets so bad that his aggression ends up spilling out on his own teammates. Exactly this happened when he got in an altercation with Kevin Durant during their game against the Clippers. In case you missed it, the two teammates got into an altercation on the court in 2018, and it was all caught on camera. Let me give you the rundown. Near the end of the game, Green had grabbed a rebound, but he chose not to pass the ball to Durant. Instead, he decided to take matters into his own hands and dribble up the court himself. Big mistake, because the Clippers ended up scoring on the next possession. Naturally, Durant wasn't too thrilled, and the two of them got into a super heated shouting match right there on the court. Geez, now I'm no mathematician, but the numbers never lie. And the numbers clearly show that the incident had a major impact on the Warriors' team dynamic. After the infamous altercation, the Warriors actually lost the next 5 games in a row. Many even thought the incident pushed Durant to leave the team. I mean, Green did reportedly say that the Warriors didn't need him. Durant later revealed in a conversation with Green himself that it wasn't the fight itself that made him quit. In fact, it was the way everyone on the team had reacted to it that rubbed him the wrong way. Most of them just acted like nothing even happened. The lack of communication weirded Durant out, and so he packed up and left. Regardless, the incident made many viewers realize just how quickly things can escalate in a clash with Green. Speaking of clashing with him, can we please talk about that one time Green went on a whole rant against that female referee? This happened way back in 2018. Basically, it all started when Thunder forward Jeremy Grant collided with Green early in the second quarter. Because of the collision, Green started to bleed from the mouth. But instead of taking it like a champ, Green decided to give Lauren Holtkamp, the referee, a piece of his mind. But Lauren wasn't here for that sort of negativity, even from a star basketball player like Draymond Green. In fact, she told him to get out of her face. As if he didn't get the memo to get his act together, Green was later caught on camera walking off the floor and yelling profanities. To make matters worse, these profanities were, from the looks of it, all directed at Miss Holtkamp. As much as that sounds like a violation of the rules of the game, yet again, Green was able to count on his insane luck. You see, quite surprisingly, no technical foul was issued. Like seriously though, how does Draymond Green keep getting away with this? Even though he was able to dodge the penalties, most fans of the sport were not too happy with his unsportsmanlike behavior this time. In reality, many of them took to Twitter to call him out for being disrespectful. Unfortunately for him, this wasn't the last time internet users criticized Green for being controversial. In fact, it happened once more when the star basketball player accidentally posted an indecent picture on Snapchat. To be clear, it was an NSFW picture of Green. After the image appeared on his Snapchat account, the Golden State Warriors forward took to Twitter to explain what happened. At first, Green said that his account had been hacked, but later, he apologized and admitted that he had pushed the wrong button while using the app. Green's version is that the post was supposed to be a private message, but he immediately realized his mistake and deleted it. It's kind of funny to see big shot celebs like Green try to use the "my account was hacked" excuse, and oh boy, the internet did not let Green have it easy. While some found the whole mistake super funny and meme-worthy, others criticized Green for carelessly posting such inappropriate content. Even some of his own teammates joined in on the roasting session. During practice, DeMarcus Cousins, aka Boogie, was seen constantly laughing as he mocked Green for the mishap. He even started asking other players at practice what they thought of the whole affair. Now don't get me wrong, I know we all make mistakes, but let's be real here. It kind of seems like Green in particular just can't catch a break when it comes to controversy. Regardless of why he's such a drama magnet, I think we can all agree that all the scandals make Green an incredibly interesting character in the sport. I mean, you can't deny that the guy is entertaining after all. So there you have it. From bearing it all in an accidental Snapchat post to wanting to get rid of Black History Month altogether, these were controversial Draymond Green moments.